try 700 pounds, it's a good chance that you could die. Are you? And he looked me in the eyeball and said, are you still going to compete? I said, fuck yeah.
This whole YouTube popularity, I mean popularity in general, how did it start?
Okay, it started in February of last year. That's it, just February of last year when I made my first YouTube video. And when I made the video, I thought that nobody was going to look at it. You know, I've been at this game a long time. You know, I competed for many, many years, but nobody knew who I was unless you happened to be a power lifter. Then you didn't know who the fuck CT Fletcher was. But a guy came into the gym and he just, you know, he heard from other people that, you know, I had died 3 times, and that's what he was really came in to interview me about that, about being dead 3 times. And at that time, I was like, I don't care, you know, it made no difference to me whether people liked me or not. I didn't want them to like me. I didn't care if they liked me or not. I just wanted to tell my story.
Got some feedback?
Oh man, it was unbelievable. I was raw. You know, I said, hey, I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. And I don't care, you know, I hear people talking about the easy way to do things. Yeah. And 10-minute abs and 5-minute abs.
Yeah, I heard that.
I said it's all bullshit. If you see anybody that's got a good six pack like yours, they didn't do the shit in fucking 10 minutes. Definitely. If they say they did it in 10 minutes, they are full of shit. They are fucking lying. I'll be glad to tell them they're fucking lying. You didn't do that shit in 10 minutes. So that kind of stuff, everything that was pissing me off a little bit. And I just wanted, you know, I talked about it and I told my life story. And it's very easy to be honest. I guess people could just tell, you know, this guy is honest. Because I didn't, you know,
that's right on. CT, this is so right on about YouTube. If you're for real,
be raw.
People can tell.
And they can tell, right? They can tell.
So first video got a lot of obviously response. Yeah, a lot of positive response. And then you started posting videos every week, or what did you start to do?
I started. I had a video probably come out every week. We would film a video. And
so the team, you gathered some kind of team? Or?
I had a cameraman named Arash, and it wasn't really too much of a team. I just had the guys that I trained in the gym were in the videos with me, you know, Bulo, Rashad, and Big Rob at that time. They would be in the videos with me. And what the guy would do, he would turn the mic on and he'd say, just go for it. Just be yourself.
Did you plan to compete in bodybuilding, and did you compete at all?
I started out trying to be a bodybuilder, but I thought it was too judgmental. I thought that, you know, the judges really determine if they like this particular kind of physique, then that's who's going to win. Myself, I thought the biggest motherfucker with the most muscles should win the bodybuilding contest.
Yeah, which period are you referring to? When was that?
Okay, at that time, Arnold Schwarzenegger was probably on his, you know, like I think he won the last Olympics in
1975.
After, you know, after having open heart surgery, the doctor's advice was, you know, forget the powerlifting. I had that advice even before I, you know, retired from powerlifting. Was stop powerlifting if you want to save your heart, because I knew my heart was bad for a long time, but I still wanted to compete. You know, I trained, and the doctor told me before my last competition that if you compete, there's a very good chance that you could die. I mean, there's too much weight and too much of a strain to lift that heavy weight. I was bench pressing 700 pounds. If you try 700 pounds, it's a good chance that you could die. Are you? And he looked me in the eyeball and said, are you still going to compete? I said, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, I'm competing. And then he looked at me like I was crazy. And I thought he was crazy for asking me some dumb shit like that. Of course I'm going to compete. If I'm going to die, it's going to be right there on the fucking bench press doing what I love to do.
That's true. What your typical day looks like? My
typical day is, you know, I think I owe everything to the fans. So each day revolves around the fans. I mean, I'm up till 2, 3 in the morning on Twitter, on Facebook or whatever, talking to the fans, because I realized that if it wasn't for those fans, I'd still be walking around on the streets of Compton, not being able to put gas in my car, not being able to eat, you know, so I feel like I owe everything to them, so I give everything to them.
How often do you travel now?
Okay, I travel with Muscle Farm is my sponsor, so Muscle Farm has been sending me all over the world, and man, I never thought that I'll be 55 in June. At 55 years old, that I would be able to see the world like this. And it's just one. I went to FIBO in Germany, and it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy because, you know, you got fitness people, and for fitness people, I mean, they made me feel like I was a fucking movie star, man. I mean, you had people holding other people up on their shoulders. The crowd was 8, 9 people thick, and they waited in line for hours just to talk to my old ass. And I felt, you know, so honored. It was a guy from France. This guy was 70 years old. Still, he looked almost like you, a little smaller, veins, muscular, tight, and he was so happy, man. He was so happy to meet me. And I'm like, man, I'm happy to meet you, man. It's a big deal for me to meet them. It's a big deal for somebody to even want to see me. It's an even bigger deal for them to wait in line to see me. You know, I think that's fantastic, man.
There was some controversy stirred by your words, actually, in the last interview about, remember those days when you don't feel like training, you slept only 2 hours, because you told me once again, you repeated the same thing, that this is the day that matters. So many people still think that it's like, oh, with this kind of attitude, you will damage your body, you will run yourself into the ground, you know what I mean? It's like you have to be smart.
Right.
Can you comment on that?
Yeah, I would love to comment on that. Yeah, people have been saying that same thing, you know, to me. It's in the line of overtraining. They write everything down, they have a little notebook with every set, every rep, or just how many they're gonna do today. There's a formula for every fucking thing. And people don't want to hear me say, fuck them formulas, fuck this set program that you have. Whatever you have, whatever amount of energy. Okay, one day you don't feel as good as you do the next day. But whatever amount of energy you have that day, give it all. Give everything that you have, every fucking workout. That is the most important thing. Effort. Effort is the key. Not so much, I write this down. Put your fucking heart into what you do every time you step in the gym.
We had the training session with Mike Rashid and Big Rob jumped in.
Yeah.
So now I got to know these guys a little closer.
Yes.
We weren't training like me and you. They were training.
They are monsters.
So I had no choice. I had to keep up with them.
Right.
So we did some rows in their style, you know, like 20, 12, 8, whatever, you know, pyramid, but increasing the weight. And if you have to do 12, but I could do only 7, let's say with 260 or whatever it was there. And I put the bar down. Rob told me, no, come on, you have to finish it. Do 4 more.
Exactly.
So I have, obviously I've been training for a really, really long time. But whenever I want to push myself, I'll give myself a little bit of time and then have the all-out set. In this fashion, the way they were training, I didn't have enough time in between sets to recuperate.
Right.
Exactly. So by the end of this, let's say 50-minute workout, I was like, you know, my face was numb. I was totally fucked up.
Right.
At the same time, after I got a little rest, couple hours, I felt that the amount of work was not as big as I usually put in, you know, the volume.
Right.
But the like general, just physiologically, I was like really fucked up. Just tired. They killed me, you know?
That's what it's designed to do,
What is more effective in your opinion?
Okay.
Technical question.
All right. In my opinion, like you said, your body, it was a shorter amount of time. And your body was, the effect on your body is what's most important to me. You killed yourself in a shorter period of time, but you used heavy weights. Okay. The longer term, with the recuperation, you're giving yourself time to recuperate. You can, of course, you can do more. When we do it this way, you're attacking your body. You're destroying your body. That is the purpose. And the only reason that what they did destroyed you or affected you like that is because you don't train that style.
Exactly.
If you train like that on a regular basis, you would have no, because your body can take, it's amazing, your body can take whatever you put on it. So that's why I say fuck these overtraining motherfuckers, because your body can take it.
Yes!